The young and the restless spoilers, welcome back to our channel. It is an absolutely beautiful day to dive into some of the most chaotic, heart-stopping television we have seen in a very long time. Grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let's get right into today's massive update. I cannot breathe. I literally cannot calm down right now. You guys, I am typing this up late at night because I just finished watching the latest episode and my mind is completely blown to pieces. I mean, what did we just witness? I am pacing around my living room trying to process the absolute chaos that just went down at Genoa City Memorial Hospital. I'm sorry, but if you aren't screaming at your television right now, are we even watching the same show? I have been a devoted fan of this soap since 2015, and I have seen some truly unhinged things. But this episode just took the cake, ate it, and threw the plate at the wall. I am still shaking from that confrontation. Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me try to calm down and break this down because we seriously need to talk about Patty Williams and Diane Jenkins Abbott right this second. Because seriously, how on earth does Patty Williams keep getting away with this? We open the scene at the hospital, and there is Patty, dressed as a regular nurse. A nurse. Am I the only one who is so incredibly tired of Genoa City Hospital security being absolutely non-existent? A security guard literally walks up to her, assumes she is just a normal staff member, and asks her for Jack's vitals. Are you kidding me? I kind of just sat there staring at my screen, mouth wide open, wondering if the writers are just messing with us at this point. I know some people are loving this whole Patty is an evil genius storyline, but personally, I am losing my mind over how incompetent everyone else has to be for her to succeed. Like, this woman is a known criminal with a violently unhinged history, and she just throws on some scrubs and suddenly she is invisible. Remember when she literally had plastic surgery to look like Dr. Emily Peterson? Yeah, didn't work out so great then either, but apparently the hospital staff has the memory of a goldfish. But honestly, the tension in that moment was thick enough to cut with a knife. Patty is hiding her face in the scrubs, completely panicking internally, but trying to play it cool. And she just rushes off before the guard can get a good look at her. And then the universe finally delivers. Diane and Kyle are walking down the hall, and they catch a glimpse of her. Just a split second, but it is enough. I was screaming at my screen, "Get her, Diane!" Because, let's be real, Diane has been through absolute hell lately. She was kidnapped, held in a padded cell, gaslit by that creepy doctor, Markham, and framed for stabbing the man she loves. So seeing the actual perpetrator scurrying away like a rat, oh, it was on. Kyle, being the good son that he is, immediately goes to check on Jack while the useless security guard is off looking for the fake nurse. And this is where the episode shifts from a daytime soap opera to a full-blown action movie. So Kyle calls Detective James Burrow for backup. Finally, someone uses their brain in this town. Kyle doesn't just wait around, though. He leaves Jack's room and sprints after his mother and Patty. I have to say, I have had my issues with Kyle in the past. Sometimes he is too whiny. Sometimes he makes terrible business decisions. But in this episode, he was absolute MVP material. The sheer panic in his eyes, knowing that his mother is chasing down a psychotic woman who has already tried to murder his father, was so real. The stakes were so incredibly high. And the chase sequence They actually utilized the hospital set for once. We saw them running down long, sterile hallways, bursting through stairwell doors. It felt so raw and real, like my heart was literally pounding in my chest, matching their footsteps. Okay, back to the main event. Diane finally corners Patty, and when I say corners, I mean she traps her like a wild animal with nowhere left to run. I've always said that Diane Jenkins Abbott is not a woman you want to cross. People love to hate her, and I know some fans are loving this whole Diane Suffer storyline. But personally, I am a hardcore Diane apologist today. When she shoved Patty against that hospital wall, you could see years of rage, trauma, and desperation boiling over. Diane didn't even hesitate. She went straight for the throat. Literally, she was ready to choke the life out of Patty Williams right there in the hospital corridor. And honestly, I was cheering her on. I know violence is wrong, but after everything Patty has done to the Abbott family, she absolutely had it coming. I actually felt bad for Patty for a split second because Diane looked feral. But wait, no, I didn't. She's a monster. But wait, because this is The Young and the Restless, and our villains never go down without a massive, terrifying fight. Just when you think Diane has the upper hand, just when you think Patty is finally going to pass out and face justice, Patty reaches into her pocket. My stomach dropped. I knew exactly what it was before she even pulled it out. The syringe, the very same syringe that she brought to the hospital to finish off Jack. I can't believe they did that. I mean, the absolute audacity of Patty Williams to bring a lethal injection into the hospital to kill Jack and then use it as a weapon against his wife. It is so incredibly dark, even for this show. And then she does it. Patty plunges that syringe right into Diane's neck. I screamed. I literally jumped off my couch. The visual of that happening was so shocking, so visceral. Diane's eyes going wide with shock and pain, the immediate realization of what just happened. It wasn't just a physical blow, it was a psychological one. Patty is so deeply obsessed with Jack, so insanely jealous of Diane's place in his life, that injecting her with a mystery substance felt like the ultimate act of twisted vengeance. What is in that syringe? Is it a fatal dose of whatever she was going to give Jack? Is it a powerful sedative? We don't know. And that is what is driving me absolutely crazy right now. And then Kyle rounds the corner just in time to see his mother collapse. The way Michael Miller played that scene was absolutely heartbreaking. He catches Diane just as she loses consciousness, sliding down the wall with her in his arms. He is begging her, "Mom, stay with me. Stay with me." It was so emotional. Kyle has already lost his mother once when she faked her death all those years ago. The trauma of holding her limp body, not knowing if she has just been murdered right in front of him, is going to scar him for life. He is frantically trying to figure out what to do, holding her up, trying to convince her to stay awake while he literally carries her back to a doctor for help. It was such a powerful, tragic moment that really grounded the crazy action in raw family emotion. I mean, Kyle is just a boy who wants his parents to be safe, and he is watching his family get destroyed piece by piece. Meanwhile, Detective Burrow finally shows up with another officer. Better late than never, I guess. They slapped the cuffs on Patty, and I let out the biggest sigh of relief. But let's be real. How long is this going to last? I know Patty is in handcuffs right now, but this woman has escaped from more secure facilities than I can count. Remember when she was locked up and still managed to orchestrate complete chaos? Yeah, I am dreading the inevitable moment when she slips out of custody again. But for tonight, seeing her dragged away looking completely deranged and unrepentant, was deeply satisfying. She caused all of this destruction because of her delusional obsession with a man who has never truly loved her the way she wants. Good riddance, Patty. I hope they throw away the key this time, but I know they won't. Okay, let's pivot, because the emotional whiplash in this episode was so intense. While all of this life or death drama is happening in the hallway, we cut back to Jack's hospital room. And who is sitting by his bedside? The absolute angel of Genoa City, Tracy Abbott. I have said it a million times, and I will say it again. Tracy is the glue that holds the Abbott family together. She is sitting there, totally unaware of the bloodbath happening just a few doors down, delivering the most beautiful, sweet, heart-wrenching speech to her brother. She is begging him to wake up, telling him how much they need him. Tracy's love for Jack is so pure, and contrasting her soft, emotional plea with the violent chaos of Diane and Patty was brilliant editing. Just brilliant. It kind of makes you realize how much this family has been through and how much they rely on each other to survive. And because Tracy's love is basically magic, Jack finally opens his eyes. Yes, Jack Abbott is awake. But oh my God, the confusion on his face. He is blinking, looking around, completely disoriented and anxious. Peter Bergman is just a masterclass in acting. You could see the gears turning in his head, the pain of the stab wound, the fog of the coma, all fighting against his desperate need to understand what is going on. He has no idea that his wife was just injected with a mystery drug, or that his son is currently traumatized in the hallway. He just knows that he is in pain and something is very, very wrong. He is looking at Tracy like she is his lifeline, and honestly, she is. Tracy, trying to be the calming presence she always is, reassures him. She tells him that Diane is safe. Oh, Tracy, if you only knew. It was so dramatic in the most tragic way, because we, the audience, know that Diane is definitely not safe right now. She is literally unconscious in her son's arms. But Tracy doesn't know that. What Tracy does tell him is that Diane is in massive trouble because Patty framed her for the stabbing and got her arrested. And this is the moment we have all been waiting for. Jack's eyes widen, and despite his weakness, he finds his voice. He confirms it. Patty stabbed me. Yes, finally, the truth is out from the victim's own mouth. I was clapping in my living room. No more lies. No more framing, Diane. Jack knows exactly who tried to kill him. Tracy's relief was palpable. She tells him that everything is going to be fine now that he is awake and can tell the truth. But we all know it is not going to be fine. The Abbott family is in the middle of a massive hurricane. Diane is unconscious with God knows what coursing through her veins. Patty might be in cuffs, but her partner, Dr. Markham, is still out there. And let's not forget they just kidnapped Ashley's daughter and grandson. The stakes have never been higher. I am absolutely terrified for next week. Will Diane survive the injection? Will Jack's confession be enough to officially clear Diane's name, or will Patty's lawyers spin it? I know some fans are probably complaining that this is too dark, but I am here for it. This is the soapy, high-stakes drama that keeps me coming back year after year. I need to go lie down and process this, but I am just so overwhelmed by the sheer scale of this storyline. I mean, think about the ripple effects this is going to have. Jack waking up is a miracle, but waking up to find out your wife was attacked by your stalker in the very same hospital, it is going to break him. And Kyle is going to be on a warpath. He has been trying to hold the family together, but seeing his mother go down like that is going to change him. He is going to want blood. And honestly, I don't blame him. Patty Williams has terrorized this family for decades, and it is time for it to end. I just hope Diane pulls through, because Jack needs her, Kyle needs her, and frankly, the show needs her. She brings a fire to Genoa City that nobody else can match. So please, writers, do not kill off Diane Jenkins Abbott. We just got her back. Okay, I am officially rambling now because my adrenaline is still through the roof. I am going to rewatch that chase scene one more time before I try to sleep, even though I know I am going to have nightmares about Patty in those scrubs. Drop your thoughts in the comments because I need to know. I am not the only one losing my mind over this.